to providing for mental health needs of the agricultural workforce in a declaring an emergency.
The question now arises upon third reading and final passage of Senate Bill 955. Representative Levy. Bobby.
Colleagues, Senate Bill 955 is a very important bill, and it's personal to me as well. In my district, agriculture plays an incredibly large role in the economy and the community. Northeastern Oregon and agriculture are synonymous. It's crucial work, rewarding work, and the line that runs through it all is that it is notably very hard work. It takes a myriad of sacrifices to work in agriculture, including extreme physical efforts, mental and emotional stress, geographic isolation, a forfeit of social and familial time. And this work is continuous year-round. Working in agriculture means that leaving work at home is virtually impossible. It is always on the mind because there is always some aspect to be considered. Farmers and ranchers do not take days off. We work in all weather situations, no matter how hot it is, no matter how cold it is. Hours are all day and all night. I can personally say during lambing season, my husband and I take turns getting up every 3 hours to make sure that the ewes don't need help birthing or getting a baby lamb cleaned up in time and up and sucking. Sometimes we get to go back to sleep, and more often than not, we're up the remainder of the night, helping to deliver new baby lambs and move them into a warmer place so they don't freeze to death. It only takes a matter of minutes for a baby lamb to freeze to death in very cold weather. Most people do not know this, but most farmers usually only get paid once a year. That means if you don't have a line of credit, any extra expenses that may arise during the year are taking money away from other planned expenses. I know from experience that farming is a very lonely job. Men don't like to seem weak. They suffer in silence, and the last person they want to worry is their wife or their children. We live on our farm. We just walk out the door, and there it is. Every single day is a challenge. Suicides are often preventable deaths of despair, and Oregon's suicide rates have been higher than the national average for 2 decades. Farmers and ranchers are the most vulnerable. With that said, many of our Oregonian agricultural workers are sacrificing their mental well-being. In Wallowa County alone, in the past 2 years, there have been 14 suicides. That is an average of 7 deaths a year in a population of 7,545 people in the 2021 census. That equates to a death rate of 92.8 people per 100,000 population. Nationally, suicide in agriculture, forestry, fishing, and hunting industries is ranked 4th in the nation, 36.1 suicides per 100,000 people. AgriStress Helpline has been implemented in 6 states. This helpline is staffed with people who are specialized in the same or similar lived experiences because agriculture work comes with a unique set of stressors. OSU Extension Service has already obtained 7 federal grants for the helpline. A total of $2 million is needed to fully fund the endowment. The funds for Senate Bill 955, $300, would support specialized helpline for farmer and ranchers who historically are a hard-to-reach population. The money will help OSU Extension establish an endowment to fund the helpline. Also, the AgriStress Helpline can be integrated with 988, and OSU Extension will partner closely to serve the vulnerable populations of everybody in the state as well. This is a one-time ask to start this endowment with the other grants that they've already received, to make an endowment. Agricultural history in Oregon is literally the lifeblood of our state and our county and our country. These workers should be supported. The suicide statistics for the population are staggering, with men facing 2 times the likelihood of committing suicide than the general population. Senate Bill 955 is a bipartisan, bicameral sponsored bill. I urge you to support the passing of Senate Bill 955, which would allocate the means to establish the AgriStress helpline in Oregon. Thank you.